Good morning, Steve here in Chicago with the morning grain comments. Hope everybody had a good and safe weekend. As far as the grain markets are concerned, we've got soybeans up 11 cents in November, and we're still in this, let's say, call it $13, $13.33 trading range, with the bulls thinking that the USDA dropped U.S. carryout on Friday, and China's around buying beans is positive. Whereas the bears feel that even the carryout is adequate at this point, and we're looking at record South American crops in 2024, although it is still dry in Argentina and dry across parts of northern Brazil. Brazil tends to have a dry winter, so the fact that they have a drier winter is not really anything abnormal. The soybean meal market still looking at higher U.S. exports due to lower Argentina export. Soybean oil, the USDA dropped exports, but still it's a matter of domestic usage for renewable fuels. In the corn market, the USDA did lower the U.S. corn crop, but the demand numbers were also lowered, and so the carryout is still 2.2 billion bushels. So that's adequate for demand and kind of keeps a lid on the corn market at this time. Some people are hoping in the fall we could see an increase in demand by China, but some of the economic data that's been coming out of China, especially in the property issues, seems to be their economy continues to be slow. And we're just not sure exactly what kind of impact the recent flooding has had on their crop and the demand for the imports. The USDA did drop China's corn crop 3 million metric tons in Friday's report. Over in the wheat market, anywhere from 5 to 6 cents lower, Chicago KC. Again, over the weekend, there was some renewed drone attacks by Ukraine on Moscow, and also a Russian oil tanker. Russia responded by shooting at a private citizen vessel and boarding it to see what was there. So the ground war continues, but some of the headlines have shifted to some of these drone attacks by both countries. Still no word on how much grain Ukraine and Russia will be exporting out of the Black Sea, but U.S. soft wheat prices are now competitive to the Black Sea, with about a $20 a ton rally last week in Russian wheat prices. We also note lower Canada crop, dry in Argentina. Australia, I think, is okay, but I think the only country that right now continues to be wet at harvest in Europe is Germany, and it continues to be dry in parts of eastern Ukraine and southern Russia. So beans up 12, corn down 2, wheat down 5, stock market's higher, US dollars a little bit higher, but some people are bearish the dollar with the increased US debt. It was interesting about Goldman Sachs came out and said in June of 2024 the Fed will start lowering interest rates. Crude oil a little bit lower on uncertain China demand,